Dave, a really frustrating afternoon in the end. We were coursing to victory. How on earth did that unfold?
It's a tough one. I'm not going to sit here and defend the indefensible. We spoke about it at half time. I think there's been an issue at this football club for a long time around self-destructing, and once again we have, and people were pointing the fingers at different people. There needs to be a mentality change, but unfortunately it becomes difficult to be a mentality change maybe without a personnel change, when a personnel change isn't going to happen overnight. So there may be a little bit more heartache before things improve, but that's like I say, that's as bad as it comes, and like I say, I'm not going to stand here and try and take any positives out of it, because at the minute there's absolutely no positives whatsoever to take. You can say we did this for so long and whatever else not. We've tried to probably coast through the game in the second half and got the ultimate rude awakening.
But even when they got the first goal back, you would think there should be enough resolve out there to steady the ship again. We've had so much experience of it in the last few weeks.
There is, but again, that ultimately comes down to a mentality and a mindset, doesn't it? And you've only got to, again, you only have to look at things. The first 35 minutes of the game, you're absolutely coasting, and then Fraser dives in from nowhere and gives a penalty away. And ultimately, we probably should have gone in at half time 1-1 when we've been in complete control of the game. You get away with it. We got our second goal after our spell where we'd not been having a great time, and then at half time we obviously have to make a change with Josh, because he's feeling something and you don't want to risk anything, but then you want to remain on the front foot, and there ain't enough leadership or people taking responsibility in the team to not see games through, to go and take the game on. You've got to, like I say, you've got to be positive. There should be enough in there, but I think with what has happened, people are a little bit mentally scarred, and goals change games. The first goal again is ultimately becomes a catalyst, doesn't it? And you react or people react in the wrong way. The three of them are awful goals, absolutely awful goals. I'm not going to, like I say, again, it's difficult or it's not great to be able to point the finger, but the three goalkeeper mistakes. Maybe Kenton can take some responsibility, and Tyler shouldn't be so deep, but they're just nothing goals, and goals that have cost us a cup tie when there were positive bits in the first half, but then positive bits mean nothing now.
Because when we came out the second half, you're aware that, having our experiences over the last few weeks, that 2-0 is a difficult league. But after marshalling it so well for 20 minutes, it seemed to come out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Yeah, although goals change football matches, 2-0 for me is not. It sometimes seems a difficult lead. I'd much rather be 2-0 up than 1-0 up. So you know what I mean. So it isn't a difficult lead if you treat the game as if it is what it is. They were poor first half. I know what they're about and what Fields and Weaves are about. As good as we were, and maybe made them look poor, they were not at it for half an hour and got it at half time, and our lads could hear it. So you shouldn't be expecting any different. Now, whether it's because we can't do it, whether there's not enough leadership, whether we've tried to coast through the second half because they don't trust themselves and they're not fit enough. I don't know. We'll see that from what comes out with the GPS and things, but fundamentally that makes no difference. It's about wanting to win a football match and doing whatever it takes, and we've not done that, and we've grabbed the defeat not from the jaws of victory, from a game that we've done more than enough to win again.
Well, you said there's no positives, which is frustrating, because we started the game well. Tyler Hamilton looked bright. He got his debut goal as well. He must have been pleased at that stage. Yeah,
listen, of course you're pleased, but football's about results. That's what it's about. It's no good being a good team that loses every week or a good team that throws leads away. I'd much rather be not a great looking team, but wins games and has the ability to the know-how to win, because ultimately not having the know-how to win only ends in one way. It means that come the end of the season we have no success, and at the minute that's what it's looking like. Things need to change, and people have been given opportunities. Ultimately, when a new manager comes in, regardless of how you look at it, your career, your future at this football club's on the line, because it's my job to see what we've got, and if they're not up to what I need, then you ultimately need to change it, and maybe it will take that to happen to a few, for the others to realise that they're at a very good football club here, and the job they have is really rewarding. But like I say, I'm not one that's going to, I suppose, suffer fools lightly. I want to win football matches. I want to be successful. I've been successful for the last 10 years, and I'm not about to go through the motions to not let that happen. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we move forward and make sure we're a success. Sorry.